Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I'm in the town of Lone Pine, California, Highway 395, and here they have this museum you see the name of behind me, and it's just a few miles west of here is where the Alabama Hills are, which is where they filmed just numerous movies. And yesterday I did a video from the hills to show you what they look like. So I'm going to show you a little bit around the museum. Definitely want to come in if you're in this area. So let's go in and take a look. Right at the front of the museum is a camera car they used to make movies with here in the desert. Let me walk around it a bit. There's one of the movie camera outfits with the film roll, lighting on top. This is the back end of it. Just a converted truck. Wow, this is a huge poster for the movie 101 Ranch, The Real Wild West. A lot of other movie equipment they've got down here. Here's a couple of the costumes from the Wyatt Earp movie. And here are 3 different brands of some of the really old movie projectors. Some of these things were just huge. This one is about 7 feet high. Here's that actual headdress they've got behind glass. And this poster is signed by the Lone Ranger himself. You got a movie home set here. People are sitting watching movies on TV. A lot of interesting things around the walls here. And there is the Overline stagecoach. This is in the same room. They got some bunk beds. And look at this setup. Lone Ranger Cheerios. Here's some things for the kids. The Lone Ranger official outfit and Hopalong Cassidy television book. Let's take another look at this stagecoach. Man, these wheels about 5 feet high. Leather compartment on the back. Nice. And from this movie, they've got a 1941 Buick, the actual car used in the movie. Guess what this is? A Hopalong Cassidy bicycle. Oh, they got some little kids' outfits here. And the Hopalong Cassidy guitar. Does anybody remember butternut bread? Hopalong Cassidy's picture on it. Got a lot of artifacts here in these cases, and Hoppy says O'Fallon milk is a winner. Hopalong Cassidy ice cream. Well, here's something I've never heard of. How about that? That's one way to encourage kids to save money. Don't know how well it worked. Here's a Hopalong Cassidy box camera. All kinds of Hopalong Cassidy endorsed items. Wow, look at this saddle covered with metal. Imagine how much that thing would weigh. I bet the horses didn't like those. They have a lot of Roy Rogers things too. That's a lunch bucket that's shaped like a radio. There's a Roy Rogers box camera. And guns. Says Roy Rogers on them. Toy guns, or maybe not. And here's a real gun with Roy Rogers on it and trigger. Limited edition. My mother was from San Angelo, so I got a copy of that movie on a VHS a long time ago. Watched it, and it didn't have anything to do with San Angelo that I could tell, but I gave it to her. Singing cowboy setup is what this is. Look at this wagon here. The amazing painless dentist and surgeon. How would you like that to be your doctor? Remember this movie? There's his director's chair. Although I don't know what the chains are for. Tom Mix was another really big movie star back in those days. Here's his actual hat. Ugh, behind that glass. Here's a 37 Plymouth that was used by Humphrey Bogart in the movies here.
The thing is there.
Cactus Rose Saloon Stuntman. This guy made over 100 movies right around Mount Whitney on here. This Tremors is one of my favorite movies. I have a copy on DVD. They have a big display here about it. I don't see where it says, but I guess it was made in the area around here at Alabama Hills. Looks like it would. This calls it a puppet.
Her feature film debut, White Heather, is country music's Reba McEntire.
They have some Star Wars displays and Iron Man, so I guess those and some modern movies were made around here as well in the Alabama Hills. Parts of it at least. You remember John Wayne and the Searchers? That red vest shirt he was wearing. There it is. The actual one. The Searchers, 1956. And over here, they have John Wayne's coat from the Shootist. And his boots from that movie. Nice. Even got a set of his spurs. His rain jacket from Roaster Cogburn. There it is. Now the last video I made, just before this one, yesterday, was from the Alabama Hills and Gungadin, which I watched last night after going to the Alabama Hills, was made fully almost fully there. Here's one of the jackets from Gunga Din. And you see the blood stains on it there. Got some other jackets here. This one is from King of the Khyber Rifles. And this one worn by Errol Flynn. It may be really surprising how many movies were made out here in the Alabama hills. Numerous movies. Excellent film location. Even Gladiator. Randolph Scott was another big one. All these movie posters for movies made around here. Even in the early years, that's a huge poster. 1926 is what they mean by early. And if you've wondered where the name comes from, this tells about it. Here's a nice colored poster of it. And here is the gift shop where you can buy copies of some of the movies on DVDs, books about them, and they have a theater here where they show some of these movies too. Well, if you're ever traveling Highway 395 in Eastern California, stop by the museum here. Give it a look. Good day, folks.